This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640, it's Conway Show. Happy Friday. Let's get right to Alex Stone, who, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw the fireball in the sky, and I freaked out. Did you see it, Alex?
You saw it?
I saw it.
Even in California?
I saw it in California. Let's not dig deeper into that, okay? I saw it. I don't know if you saw it. I saw it.
Sure. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Fireball.
We saw it together.
Pitbull, though, but yeah, I saw it.
But mostly outside of you and I, mostly Southeastern states?
Yeah, pretty much around Atlanta and generally in Georgia. But, some people said it was one fireball. Some people said it was multiple fireballs, depending on when they saw it, if it broke apart yet. But they heard boom noises and everything else, shook buildings. And, people didn't know right off the bat. Had they seen a plane crash? Was that a helicopter going down? Was it Iran attacking us, or was it a meteor? And it was a meteor. But listen to these two guys driving along as they had their dash cam going, and you can hear them.
Whoa! Did you see that? I did.
Did you see that? I did. And those who saw it, though, they say it was scary going over Atlanta.
It was really, really scary. It was like a loud boom noise, but it sounded like just someone stomping. And then the shake was like the whole house was shaking.
So today, Tim NASA explained what this was. So it was a meteor, first seen about 48 miles above Oxford, Georgia. It was going 30,000 miles per hour. 27 miles above West Forest, Georgia, it disintegrated into a bunch of little fireballs. Remember the candy fireballs?
Yes.
Really
you remember the drink fireball?
Yeah. No, that's still around. I have that in my cabinet at home.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but although I hear the Jack Daniels fire is even better. I got to try that. Anyway, so when it broke apart, it was a blast equal to the energy of 20 tons of TNT. So that's what caused the boom over the Atlanta area. And the original fireball, NASA said today, was an asteroid fragment, only 3 feet in diameter, but that 3-foot in diameter asteroid fragment weighed in at over a ton. I mean, think about how dense that is.
Man.
I looked up today that, there are like some of these asteroids, the bigger ones, that are incredibly, just like hundreds of tons.
Yeah, there's one that's 85 miles wide coming towards us at some point.
Well, that's a problem. That's not going to be good. Imagine how many tons that is.
Oh, my God.
Here, this lady saw it.
I think it's just like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, It's really, really cool to see, but just definitely out the ordinary.
And NASA said it was so big and putting off so much fire, friction, that the lightning mappers, the satellites that they have to pick up lightning and thunderstorms, it detected it as lightning. Doppler radar caught it as it was moving along. But when it broke apart, the little fragments then became like bullets, tiny bullets, that went into a home in Henry County, Georgia. And luckily, the guy inside was not hit by these things. It went through his roof and through his walls and came in. Emergency management said
small, maybe a 1/4 of an inch hole that had come through, and where the sheetrock had something penetrate through it.
They think most of it went into the woods near the guy's house, but the owner of the house said that it sounded like a gunshot coming in. The fragments went, just right through his roof like a bullet would.
The resident was just kind of in awe of what happened.
You can imagine. I mean,
that's a big deal.
Cheating death, but pretty crazy. Scientists say around 50 tons of meteor material falls to Earth every day. So they're kind of going, this happened.
Wait, 50 tons a day?
50 tons a day.
Wow.
So it was seen because it was over Atlanta and over more populated areas. Normally it'd go into the ocean or in a rural area. I mean, you fly over the U.S. Sure. How much of that land has nobody around? Or
the ocean. But you know what? Remember the one that ended up in, I think it's in Russia, like 5 or 6 years ago?
Oh, yeah. All those dash cams.
Broke
like
all
everybody
the
in
windows.
Russia had a dash cam.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But I'm glad you're like a space goofball like I am.
Sure.
We had Dr. Krupp on from the observatory, and he said if you had a shotgun or any kind of machine gun or whatever in space and you shot it, you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Interesting.
There's no noise that would come from the gun to your ear. There's no way for that noise to travel. Isn't that wild?
Oh, that's weird.
Plus, he also said if a meteor came by your face, it's 85 miles wide and it's going 80,000 miles an hour. You would not feel it, hear it, and you would see it for a second, but you wouldn't feel it or hear it.
Yeah, going 30,000 miles an hour. I bet you'd be a little scary. You'd go, whoo, I missed that one by just a little bit. Just a bit outside.
But, they say they do a great job tracking these things until they don't.
Until it comes in and they go, we don't know what that was, and it took a day to figure it out.
Right, but they should have, I think that was big enough where they should have tracked it.
Yeah, I mean, this one they knew it wasn't going to do any damage. It wasn't going to wipe out the dinosaurs or anything, but it, 3 feet across. Big enough to create a show for everybody in Atlanta. We have listeners who either, they turn the station up when we talk about space or they turn it off. There's nobody in between. They're bored or they're really into it.
Nobody in between. Like we asked Dr. Krupp, because it takes 8 minutes. First of all, it takes 1.5 million years, I think. He said for the energy that's created in the middle of the sun to get to the outer part of the sun to be, projected onto the entire universe.
How do we really know that?
I don't know
what I mean?
I think
How
it's all
do we
guesswork.
Really know? Yeah.
But we do know for sure that it takes 8 minutes for light to get from the sun to Earth.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, nobody on Earth has ever seen a sunset.
That's true. Not live, at least.
No,
they've seen it in tape delay.
You're 8 minutes in delayed. That's crazy, buddy. Any big 4th of July? I know we talked about. There's a lot of canceled.
Really. I'll be around. What about you?
Last night I was driving to Home Depot at around 9:30. I had to pick something up, and I saw a drone show at the Equestrian Center in Burbank, and I pulled over and I watched it. Man, the things they're doing with drones is unbelievable. Now it looked like artwork.
What were they doing it there for? Is there a big enough crowd to have a drone show?
I think they every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think they have something at Equestrian Center where it's like $20. You pull your car, and those are like old COVID days where you stay in your car and don't talk to anybody and then see the thing and take off.
That's really cool. I saw one of those when I did the South Korea Olympics. They did a big drone show, and it was the way they can move around and create images and make like people walking by moving the drones in real time.
It looked like artwork. Yeah, it was incredible. Buddy, appreciate you coming on. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
All right, there he goes. Alex Stone. Dig dong with that guy. Here's something, whenever I go to any store now, whether it's Target, Walmart, Buffums. Is there still Buffums, Bellio? Does that still exist? Buffums? I don't know if it does. But Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, I see every single person do the exact same thing when they pick up a product. They all look at the price. Now everybody is so conscious of what it costs for everything. Everything. I had lunch today with 3 buddies I've known since 3rd grade. Well, one since 3rd grade, the other since 7th grade. And you sit there and you look at the menu. These guys have all done well for themselves, and everybody's looking at prices. Like, hey, what if you ordered the fries on the meal and I got the drink, but maybe we could share the drink? Everyone is worried about prices on everything. So here's some good news, something that you probably have not heard in the media. The average egg prices in the United States were in mid-March at about $8 a dozen. Right now, eggs nationally are $2.53 a dozen. And nobody talks about it. They only talk about it in the news if prices go up. When prices come down, never mention it. Coffee is down as well. Coffee is down significantly in the last month. Coffee is down 12, and the wholesale coffee is down 12.5%, which means that Starbucks should reduce their prices, or Dutch Brothers, because whenever the prices go up, they ding us and hit us with a higher price on the cup of coffee. But when the prices go down, we don't get the savings. We get screwed. That's a one-way street with Starbucks and all these other coffee houses. Coffee, tea, and leaves, or coffee, me, and tea leaves, or whatever that place is. And there's a billion of them now. There's Dutch Brothers, which is fantastic. They haven't opened up near me, but I know, Crozier, you have Dutch Brothers out there.
We got one in Upland that just opened up a few months ago.
Have you been?
I've been once.
It's great.
It's so good.
It's all sugar to me. I can't handle it.
Oh, it's great.
Like every drink is like so high sugar. It's like the energy drinks that are like so sugar. Hey, for some people that can handle it, awesome.
You know, I think they hire people at Dutch Brothers based on their personality. I don't think then they'll teach them how to make drinks.
By the way, Buffum's, all 16 locations and throughout Southern California, they closed down in
when?
1990.
Oh, God. I'm late to the party. I was at a Dutch Brothers up in Oregon or Washington, and I'm driving through with my daughter, and the woman, the girl, she's probably like 22, 23. She says, you have any plans today? My initial instinct was, no. What time do you get off? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You can jump in the car now. Well, let's buzz around. And my daughter's mortified. She's like, Dad, she just is asking if you and I have any plans today, whether we're going to the zoo, we're going shopping. God almighty, everything is just so on and off with you. I'm like, please, just drink the sugar, a cup of sugar. But that Dutch Brothers is great. The Dutch Brothers stock has gone from $23 a share at around October of last year, maybe July of last year, to now $70 a share. So if you bought 1,000 shares last summer for $23,000, you now have $70,000. So congratulations. That stock, I think, is going to take off. I think it's going to take off even bigger than what it is now. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. When we come back, more prices for you. Everything's getting expensive. I'm going to tell you what it costs this summer when you go on an airplane. I have the baggage fees for the top 12 airlines, and some of them are unbelievable.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This is our Hollywood segment that we do on, this Friday. And Heather Brooker's here. How you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Monks calls me Hollywood Heather.
Okay, that's cool,
yeah,
I guess.
I like an alliteration moment.
All right. Again, I understand. I heard you on with Gary Hoffman. Where was Shannon? She wasn't around today, huh?
She's on vacation.
Wow.
The girl deserves a vacation.
She knows how to vacation.
She does. And everyone's like, oh, she got suspended. Why do people always jump to the worst possible scenario? She just wanted a break.
She's in a dead heat with Angel Martinez and days off.
Really?
Yeah.
Does Angel take a lot of days off?
Oh my God! I when she's here, I'm like, wow, that's right. She works with us. Like I forget.
Does Angel take side streets on her vacations?
Yeah, when the 710's crowded, she takes side streets.
Oh, I love Angel.
All right, so Hollywood's getting a lot of money, a lot of tax credits.
Big story coming out of Hollywood today, and a lot of people are going to be happy. So the legislature finally approved that big film and TV tax credit incentive. It's going to go from $330 million to $750 million.
Wow, that's huge.
It's huge.
How does that work? Is it dollar for dollar?
I don't think it's dollar for dollar. I think you have to meet like certain criteria. You have to apply for it and, that sort of thing. But
they reimburse you?
They reimburse you. Yeah, it's tax incentives, tax credits that filmmakers, anybody really, film and television makers are going to get. The thing that's great about this bill and what lobbyists and everybody have been pushing for is because there hasn't been a new one that's been approved for such a long time.
Right.
There's been so many changes and developments in film and television since the original tax credit was passed that things like short form television, sitcoms, short films even didn't qualify for certain.
Oh, they do now.
Like they will now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watch Family Feud and a couple other TV shows, and at the end of every one of them, Made in Georgia.
Oh, do you hate it? Ugh.
All made in Georgia.
I mean, listen, we love that there is movies being made anywhere. As an actor myself and somebody who enjoys it.
As fellow actors.
Yeah.
And Crozier.
And the Crows, yeah.
And Bellio's acted.
What are they acting though?
Bellio was in Friends. She started the new the Rachel haircut. Is that what it's called?
Bellio, did you start the Rachel before Rachel?
She stole it from me.
Yeah, she did.
That Beezy.
Bellio, tell Heather why you weren't invited back to be an extra on that show anymore.
Because I was pulling focus from the main character.
Of course you were. Bellio is the star. I'm sorry.
Pulling
Thank
focus.
you, Heather.
That's before or right after you started dating Bill Gates?
Wait, did you let that Bill Gates get away?
I 1,000% did. Yes,
she did.
That's true. I let him.
You
get
could have been
away.
the Lauren Sanchez of the.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, it would have been.
And look, I'm here.
Bellio would have been in Venice right now.
She would have been in Venice in her own.
Now she's going through trash looking for John Colbelt's key card. God.
There's some truth to that.
It's true. Totally true.
Have you ever seen those extras though on TV shows that do pull focus? Like there's whole fan accounts dedicated to watching background performers that are doing weird stuff in the background.
What drives Bellio crazy? This drives Bellio nuts. Is when you're doing extra work and you're at a table of two and you're both talking at the same time.
Yes. They're both talking and they're not really saying anything, or they're pretending to eat and there's nothing on their fork or their plate, or when they're drinking and there's nothing in their cup. And that's not just background actors, that's main actors too.
Yeah, they're too light when the coffee's handed to them. It's too light. Yeah.
You know what drives me crazy when I watch movies is if somebody's carrying luggage, it's very clearly empty.
Empty.
And the way they handle it's like a feather. You've had a 45-pound case, it breaks your back.
How hard is it to put a little something in there to make it seem a little more realistic? Because all of us savvy movie and TV watchers, we know what's going on.
I knew that there was going to be some kind of big, shot in the arm for Hollywood because Warner Brothers put 4 new sound stages on the corner of Hollywood and Verdugo. They wouldn't have done that unless they knew there was something coming.
No, and this has been in the works for quite a while, and there's a lot of people that have been pushing for it because Hollywood. You can go to Georgia, you can go to Vancouver, you can go anywhere in the world and make a TV show, but nothing has that feeling like being in Hollywood, like being in LA. This is where it all started. And we needed this really bad because there's a lot of people out of work. I think it'll be a while. It may not kick in immediately. I'm got some feelers out. I've got some calls out to some people to find out when we're going to actually start seeing this. Hopefully soon, because people have been out of work for so long.
That's right.
They're losing their jobs.
The strikes killed us.
Yes, and the strikes, all of these things, COVID, the strikes, all of this stuff have really hit Hollywood hard. But hopefully this will be a nice shot in the arm, and hopefully it's not too late.
And real quickly, you saw F1?
I did.
Where'd you see it?
I saw it in IMAX. In Culver,
screener?
Yeah, in IMAX at the Culver City. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
I bet the trailer looks unbelievable.
Listen, I will tell you this. It is shot in IMAX, and it is shot in a way that makes you feel completely immersed in the car and in the race. You have not seen a car racing movie that has been shot like this before.
They said go high or get high before you watch. Is that true?
I mean, I did, but no. Okay. I don't think you need to do that, but it's definitely enjoyable, and Brad Pitt isn't bad either.
Is it the same people that did Top Gun?
Yes, it's the same Top Gun Maverick. It's the same director. And
same music?
And then Berlin starts playing for some reason in the background. Yes. Yeah. And there's just silhouettes of Brad Pitt making out with Brad Pitt.
This is going to be huge.
It's going to be a really big movie. And not only is the cinematography fantastic, Brad Pitt's really great in it. The cast is really good. It's not a story that's going to blow your mind. It's an underdog guy who thought he was down and out. It's a typical story, but it's fun and it's immersive. And that's why we go to the movies. We want to tune out from all of the BS in the world. Watch a fun movie, have a bucket of popcorn, maybe kiss somebody at the end of the night. I don't know.
And it's you saw it on IMAX?
I saw it in IMAX. That's how it was filmed.
Screen?
Yeah, that's how it was filmed for IMAX. So if you can swing for that ticket,
what does that cost?
About $25.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I have the AMC discount ticket. This is not sponsored by AMC, but it should be.
Right.
I have the little discount pass.
What does that mean?
Well, we get a couple bucks off.
Really?
Basically, yeah.
All right.
Anytime I can save money, I'm going to do it.
I get it. Now, look, we everyone looks at prices of everything.
Yeah. Are you going to go see F1?
I'm going to go see it. I don't know when. I don't really have time.
It'll be on streaming in a couple months.
I know. I think it's going to be on streaming like in a month, but I want to see it in IMAX.
You need to go see it in the theater. If you can't do IMAX, at least see it in the theater because it's really, really good. Very entertaining. I did not know much about F1 and about car racing. I'm not a kind of car racing person, but I felt like this was so enjoyable enough. I was like, am I a F1 fan now?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to do wonders for that sport, too.
Yeah. Lewis Hamilton, who is one of the most prolific F1 racers, was a producer on it, and he also has a cameo in the film. So that's fun for racing fans. Another nugget about this movie is they actually filmed it during the F1 races.
In Vegas?
In Vegas, all over the world.
Okay.
So the way the director described it was that they were kind of like making their own little pit stop while filming the movie. Like they would run in between the races and in between the breaks and the races, film their scenes, and then run out.
I bet the drivers love that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But they got to see Brad Pitt. So.
All right, Heather Brooker, thank you. Where are you on social media?
I'm the Heather Brooker on Instagram and Facebook. And also you can check out my bi-weekly show here on iHeartRadio called Entertain Me, where we break down the weekly box office, but we also talk about SoCal entertainment and events. Everybody check that out. It's a fun show.
And then you're on with Gary and Shannon.
Every Friday,
What
talking
time?
about the box office, 12:20.
All right, I'll tune in for that.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Elex Michaelson hosts the show called The Issue Is. And then he also is the anchor over there at Fox 11 News, and he joins us. Elex, how you, bub?
Ding dong with you.
Ding dong with you. I know that sounds angry, but I'm not. Hey, how's your boy and the lawsuit? What's up? What's up, bro? What's up with the lawsuit? Of course, I'm talking about Governor Newsom suing Fox News.
I'm going to, for the sake of my own career, respectfully decline to comment.
Right.
And reach out to Fox's lawyers on that one.
I forgot you've got a dog in the fight. Yeah. I get it. I get it. You know,
I've been told by my bosses not to talk about that because they're afraid that I would say something. So I'm just not going to say anything.
All right. So thanks for coming on.
That's it. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hey, so first of all, who's on the big show this weekend? The Issue Is.
Well, we've got an interesting crop of different ideas because that's what we like to do.
Wow.
So we have Douglas Murray. Do you know Douglas Murray?
Sure, the English chap.
The English chap who's more conservative guy who's got a huge following. And has written this amazing book, I think, about Israel and sort of the fight for the survival of really the Jewish people.
Yeah, I like that guy.
I was out at the Nixon Library this week, which is a great location. I don't know if you've been out there before. It's really they redid it in the last few years. It's really amazing. They have an exact replica of the East Room of the White House, which is where we did. They asked me to host this event. They had about 800 people there. It was a sold-out, standing-room-only event. And I interviewed him for about an hour on stage, and it was really interesting. It's on my YouTube page now. If people want to check it out, youtube.com/Elex Michaelson. And so we're going to have part of that conversation. And then we've got the guys behind Midas Touch, which has become one of the top podcasts in the country, progressive side. Three brothers, two of them from L.A., who started this during the pandemic as sort of a hobby, have turned it into like one of the biggest things in all of progressive media. And so I think we were the first people they did a TV segment with back when they started it. And now they literally some weeks have the number one podcast, beating Joe Rogan. It's
wow,
amazing,
that's
to see their
huge.
success too.
Hey,
Yep.
what is the word on the street with the new possible mayor of New York City? What do you hear from the progressives?
Well, the progressives are happy, but the more interesting thing is what do you hear from the moderates? Because there is going to be a very, very strong pushback in the months ahead to try to make sure that this guy does not get to be the mayor of New York City. So I think there's Andrew Cuomo sounds like he wants to keep running as an independent. Mayor Adams, the current mayor, who's at 10% approval, wants to keep running. And then there's Curtis Sliwa, the Republican.
But Elex Michaelson's with us. Why are they fighting it? If that's what the majority of the left in New York wants, why are they fighting it? That's what they want.
Well, but the majority of the left does not make up the majority of the city. That's the challenge. That's their argument, at least. That's a portion of the Democratic primary debates and at the general election. And it's possible. This is such a thing that it would basically take the Republicans in New York, the independents, the older people, the Jews, to sort of all get together and say, we're going to let all bygones be bygones. We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that this guy does not become mayor. When you think about what he stands for, it's very outside the mainstream, even of a lot of people here in L.A.
Right.
I mean, he's in favor of, not a fan of capitalism, literally, doesn't really believe in capitalism, not a fan of Israel at all.
Sure.
Supports Free Palestine, not a fan of the police, wants to defund the police, and then wants to do everything for free with some magical tax increase of $10 billion that I'm not sure how he's going to pass. And so he wants to give free buses and free trains. You think about that when we tried that here in Southern California, it didn't work out so well. Right now, we're spending our time trying to add more fares because all the people that stayed on the trains for free were, a lot of them were homeless people who were doing drugs and attacking people.
That's right.
So, it seems like LA actually tried a lot of this like uber progressive thing. And now there's a pushback here in LA because it didn't work out.
Right. But if you're a Republican, wouldn't it make sense to send money to this guy to try to get him in office?
Unless you live in New York.
Yeah, right. If you don't live in New York, let them deal with it. Send the guy a couple $100 bucks, let him win and see how that goes.
Yeah, meaning it's such he's the poster child for Democratic excess, and you like to run against him. I understand what you're saying, but it's also the biggest city in the country, and it might not be great for our economy if the center of global finances having this experiment. But I don't know. I don't endorse, right? So
I get it. But man, has he really come out of nowhere?
Well, and it's also a reminder, by the way, of the power of social media.
Yes,
I mean, the guy is young and
YouTube,
fun and kind of funny,
TikTok.
And he's good at TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there, and then the Democrats run Andrew Cuomo, who is so old and flawed, right? The guy that's been governor, been kicked out because of sexual assault, and they just assume running the same playbook. I think whatever you think, whether you're Republican or Democrat, I think there are lessons that every politician can learn from this guy. And the other thing he did, which is he didn't make his whole campaign about Donald Trump. He made his campaign about New York.
Yeah.
He made it about affordability, which is an issue, by the way.
Huge.
If you were to run in California, the number one issue in this state, if you look at poll after poll, is affordability. Now, you may not like what he said about affordability, but at least he identified a problem that people actually think about. It's not just about running against the White House. It's about trying to solve the problems in the local government.
Yep.
You may not like his solutions, but I give him credit for running a really good campaign.
I'm with you. Buddy, appreciate you coming on 10:30 tonight. The issue is?
The issue is 10:30.
Buddy, have a nice weekend. Well, I don't know if we're going to be here next week, but if we don't, have a great 4th.
Yeah. Happy 4th. And so from
Thank
this,
you.
I'm judging that you would vote for Zoran. Is that your guy?
100%. Might even send him a couple bucks.
Send him some money. You want that to everybody try that experiment.
Hey, look, if he wins, there's going to be a lot of wealthy people leave leave New York, and they're going to come to LA, and our property values are going to go up. How about that thing?
Yeah, we're going to be the conservative answer to New York.
Right.
come to California for reasonable tax policy.
Yeah, come to Red City, LA. Enjoy yourself. Buddy, appreciate you coming on. Thanks, man. All right, there he goes.
Ding dong with you.
Elex Michaelson, Ding dong with that guy. All right, we'll come back. I promised we've had one guest after another, but I promised you we're going to come back and tell you what it's going to cost you to take that bag this year, this summer on these airlines. Alaska, American, Delta, Hawaiian, JetBlue. You're not going to believe one of them is unbelievable.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but in the last 6 months, and I don't know why it's happened in the last 6 months, but whenever I go any place, whether I go to California Pizza Kitchen, today I went to Islands, not bragging, made a couple of bucks, I can slide in there, or Chick-fil-A, or Jack in the Box, or Taco Bell. Oof, gotta do something about my diet. All the new kids, all the kids that are like between 16 and 20, the ones that this is their first job and they're working, man, I tell you, they all have a smile on their face and they all really seem to enjoy their jobs. And I don't know where that came from, but I've noticed in the last 6 months that kids working at fast food or restaurants, waiters, busboys, they all seem to have a pep in their step. I don't know whether they're told to do that. I went to Islands today. I dealt with a very nice young lady named Destiny. She was the best waitress ever. Great personality in the Islands and Sherman Oaks. And then over the weekend, I went to California Pizza Kitchen, and there was a young lady named Sophia that helped me out, and she had a great personality, and she helped me out, got the order right. And then at a kid named Juan over at Chick-fil-A, I got Chick-fil-A sauce with my order, and he's like, we got other sauces. I always see you get Chick-fil-A. How about here, try a buffalo and a sweet and sour? And I'm like, oh, that kid's going to go somewhere. These kids are going to go somewhere because working is all enthusiasm. And I keep trying to tell that to everybody. When you show up to work, if you're enthusiastic, they'll never let you go. They'll never let you go. They can't let you go because they like you. And you never fire a friend. You never fire somebody who people like. Well, not always, but sometimes that happens. But the enthusiasm that kids have nowadays at these fast food places is great. There's a young lady who works at the Taco Bell on Buena Vista and Magnolia. And her grandparents raised her. And I said to her one day, I said, you know what? I said, you got a great personality. And I don't know who raised you, but they did a great job. And she said, oh, I can't wait to call my grandmother to tell her that. Because she was raised by her grandmother, her grandparents. And I always tell kids like that, I'm like a 90-year-old. You're doing a great job. I'm like, I turned into that guy overnight. I don't know what happened. But I always tell these kids, if I see somebody who's great at their job, who's enthusiastic, I always tell them, keep it up. Keep it up. You're going to go places with that personality. So if you're listening, maybe you're on your way to work, keep it up. Keep it up. It's all personality. All right, airlines are going to charge a lot of money for bags this summer. Alaska Airline, your carry-on is free. Then it's $30, $40, and then $100 for your third bag. How about this? American Airlines are going to give you a carry-on for free. Your first bag's $35, second $45, third bag on American Airlines, $200. $200. Delta Airlines, carry-on for free. $30 first bag, $40 second bag, $150 for your third bag. Frontier Airlines, your carry-on will cost you $15,000. Your first bag is $20,000. Your second bag is $45,000, and your third bag is you have to take a HELOC out. Pay for that. No, Frontier Airlines, $35 to carry a bag on Frontier Airlines for just a backpack. They're going to charge you $35, then $30, $45, and $85. Hawaiian Airlines, free carry-on. First bag $30, second $40. Southwest Airlines used to be free. $75. Used to be free carry-on, free first bag, free second bag, and then $75 for your third bag. That's going away. Spirit Airlines, $35 to $40 for your carry-on bag. Sun Country Airlines, don't really know where they fly, but maybe a sunny state. $30, $30, $30, and $60. United Airlines, free for your carry-on, $30 for your first bag, $40 second bag, $150 for your third bag. Oh, I don't know where people get the money to travel. We're live on KFI AM 640. I'll tell you that, though, right here on KFI AM 640. Oh, bub.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.